At 6 years old, Gary Ridgway was already wetting the bed regularly while his domineering mother would humiliate him by personally washing his genitals as punishment, a twisted dynamic that would later fuel America's most prolific serial killer. What few understand about the Green River Killer is how perfectly ordinary he appeared. Ridgway maintained an IQ of just 82, held the same truck painting job for 30 years, and attended church regularly, all while murdering at least 49 women. More disturbing still, he lived in a psychological contradiction, expressing religious devotion while simultaneously believing that killing sex workers was cleaning up society. Perhaps most chilling, Ridgway would frequently return to his victims' bodies for repeated sexual encounters, sometimes with his son waiting in the car nearby. Between 1982 and 2001, Ridgway's methodology never varied. He'd cruise Pacific Highway South in his truck, picking up sex workers with practiced ease. After negotiating a price, he'd take women to secluded locations, where he'd strangle them during or after sex, usually from behind so he wouldn't have to see their faces. He'd then dispose of bodies in clusters around the Green River and other remote sites, often placing objects inside them or positioning them in grotesque poses. Sometimes he'd return home afterward to have dinner with his family as if nothing had happened. "I wanted to kill as many women as I could," Ridgway later confessed with disturbing calm. "It was my job." After evading capture for decades, DNA technology finally caught up with him in 2001. In exchange for avoiding the death penalty, Ridgway confessed to 71 murders, though investigators believe the actual number may exceed 90. In December 2003, he received 49 consecutive life sentences without possibility of parole, later expanded to include more victims. Today, Ridgway sits in Washington State Penitentiary, his emotionless demeanor unchanged. But what haunts investigators most isn't just his crimes, but how effectively this predator concealed himself within society for decades. If someone so ordinary could harbor such extraordinary evil, undetected for so long, who else might be hiding in plain sight, waiting for their moment? If someone so ordinary could harbor such extraordinary evil, undetected for so long, who else might be hiding in plain sight, waiting for their moment?